Hot summer streets and the pavements are burning, I said.
The new year is upon us, and 2021 is already shaping up to be one of the best ones ever in terms of entertainment. Nowhere is this more clearly demonstrated than on Netflix. The streaming service has already claimed world domination as the leader in both original programming and online movie viewing. The company released a staggering amount of shows last year, with over 100 new ones dropping. After a long year of dealing with the global health situation, viewers have been chomping at the bit for more shows to kill the time at home. Now it's poised to introduce a whole new line of fun, interesting, and entertaining shows this year. Today we're counting on the new Netflix shows to watch out for. You don't want to miss this. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First up on our list, we have HEADSPACE Guide to Meditation. HEADSPACE Guide to Meditation is an 8-part animated series that consists of a narration by former Buddhist monk Andy Puddicombe. Andy Puddicombe created the popular meditation app HEADSPACE. The show focuses on explaining how meditation works and analyzes it from a scientific perspective. It also talks about the ways it can benefit people. Meditation is something not everyone is willing to spend time learning about, so the show has the potential to open a lot of people's eyes to how it might be useful to them. The show premiered on January 1st, 2021. Next up on the list, we have The History of Swear Words. History of Swear Words is a documentary series with a comedic tone about the origin of various English swear words. Each episode focuses on a different word and tells the story of how the words came into being and their modern usage. The show is hosted by the famous actor Nicolas Cage, who is known for his over-the-top performances. Many professors, actors, and comedians provide commentary and insight about the words. It's an interesting opportunity to learn about words people don't like to talk about. It premiered on January 5th, 2021. Next, we have Surviving Death. Surviving Death is a documentary series about the existence of an afterlife. It's a 6-episode series that explores the meaning of death and the end of human existence. It incorporates scientific research and first-hand accounts of people who have had their near-death experiences. The idea is to try and open viewers' minds to the different possibilities of life after death. If you have ever wondered about what happens when you die, you might want to check it out. It premiered on January 6th, 2021. Next on our list, we have Lupin. Lupin is an adventure comedy series that was created by George Kay and Francois Ozon. Omar Sy plays Arsène Diop, who was inspired by Arsène Lupin, a character created by the French writer and novelist Maurice Leblanc. In the show, Diop finds a book about Arsène Lupin that gives him the power to get wealth and resources. He uses it to get revenge on a wealthy family that led to his father's death after he was accused of a crime he didn't commit 25 years prior. Fans of comedy with a little excitement in the mix should be sure not to miss this one. Its premiere date is January 8th, 2021. Next, we have Pretend It's a City. Pretend It's a City is a docuseries about writer and critic Fran Lebowitz. The series shows New York City through Lebowitz's humorous perspective and also features legendary director Martin Scorsese. It presents the opportunity to discover and explore the city through the perspective of a real New Yorker who has spent many years there. It's set to premiere on January 8th, 2021. Next on the list, we have Night Stalker, The Hunt for a Serial Killer. Night Stalker, The Hunt for a Serial Killer is a documentary series about a murderer named Richard Ramirez, who was active in Los Angeles in the summer of 1985. The show has 4 episodes and features interviews and archival footage that tell the horrific story. It captures the fear people felt during the scary time and covers how the notorious killer was tracked down and brought to justice. It will be released on January 13th, 2021. Switching gears, we have The BLING Empire. The BLING Empire is about Asian and Asian American people who like to party and live glamorously in Los Angeles. It will follow the lives and drama of the lead characters as they pursue their lives and lifestyle. Not much information is provided about the show, so interested viewers will just have to check it out when it drops. It's scheduled to premiere on January 15th, 2021. Next, we have Daughter from Another Mother. Daughter from Another Mother is a Mexican comedy series about 2 very different mothers who decide to join their families after realizing that their 6-month-old babies were accidentally exchanged at birth. There will no doubt be a lot of hilarity surrounding the adjustments both of their families have to make due to the awkward situation. It will be released January 20th, 2021. Coming up next, we have SPYCRAFT. SPYCRAFT is a show about the science and technology of spying. Netflix's synopsis is, the spy game is a serious business, and throughout history, the tools and technologies developed for it to have mattered as much as the spies themselves. Those who like the James Bond movies and how real-life spying actually works might want to check this one out. It will come out January 20th, 2021. Next we have Fate, the WINX Saga. Fate, the WINX Saga is a live-action show based on a 2004 animated series from Nickelodeon. It's about 5 fairies who attend a magical boarding school called Alfei in the Otherworld. It's a coming-of-age story where the fairies learn to master their magic powers while following their romances and rivalries. They also must fight off monsters that are a threat to their society. It was filmed in Wicklow, Ireland, which is the same place another show on Netflix, Vikings, is filmed. It will surely take advantage of the picturesque environment to create the world of the show. Fate, the WINX Saga, is scheduled to be released on January 22nd, 2021. Next, we have We Are the Brooklyn Saints. We Are the Brooklyn Saints is a sports documentary series about a youth football program in the inner city, East New York, Brooklyn. Unlike most sports documentaries, it's targeted at a younger audience. It's a 4-part series that focuses on the team and how sports are good for the development of children. It would be entertaining for sports-minded families and boys to watch. It will hit Netflix on January 29th, 2021. Next up, it's Firefly Lane. Firefly Lane is a drama series based on a book by Kristen Hanna. It stars Katherine Heigl and Sarah Chalke, who play best friends whose lives are followed through 4 decades. It captures the ups and downs they go through in that time and how they have a close bond with each other. It's scheduled to premiere on February 3rd, 2021. Next on our list, we have Shadow and Bone. Shadow and Bone is an adaptation of a fantasy book by American author Lee Berdugo. It stars Jesse Mee Lee and Ben Barnes. Here's the premise of the show. In a world cleaved in two by a massive barrier of perpetual darkness, where unnatural creatures feast on human flesh, a young soldier uncovers a power that might finally unite her country. But as she struggles to hone her power, dangerous forces plot against her. Thugs, thieves, assassins, and saints are at war now, and it will take more than magic to survive. It is scheduled to be released in April 2021. Next we have Masters of the Universe, Revelation. Masters of the Universe, Revelation is the continuation of the original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe series from the 1980s. It was directed by well-known director Kevin Smith and stars a long list of famous people including Mark Hamill, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Alicia Silverstone, Stephen Root, Kevin Conroy, Jason Mewes, Justin Long, Henry Rollins, and many more. It will follow the epic story of the fight between He-Man and Skeletor. No premiere date has been set, so watch out for updates this year. Next, it's Behind Her Eyes. Behind Her Eyes is a drama based on the best-selling novel by Sarah Pinborough. The story follows a character named Louise, played by Simona Brown, who is a single mother that has an affair with her psychiatrist boss named David, played by Tom Bateman. Things get interesting when Louise forms a friendship with David's wife named Adele, played by Eve Hewson. This, of course, leads to a complicated and confusing situation where a web of lies and secrets is formed around the characters. It is scheduled to premiere sometime this summer, but no date has been set. Next up, we have Ginny and Georgia. Ginny and Georgia is a drama about a 15-year-old girl named Ginny Miller, played by Antonia Gentry, who is more mature than her 30-year-old mother, Georgia, played by Brienne Howie in the show. Georgia decides to move her daughter and son, Austin, played by Diesel La Torraca, to a new town in New England in order to give them a better and more normal life. It turns out, though, that Georgia has a lot of past problems that threaten her family, so she will have to try and protect her family throughout the series. To see what happens, you will just have to wait until it is released sometime this year. Next, we have CLICKBAIT. CLICKBAIT is American-Australian drama miniseries created by Tony Aris and Christian White. It is about the dangerous and uncontrolled impulses people feel due to social media and shows how people's virtual and real-life personas are becoming more and more separate. The show is set in the United States, but was actually filmed in Melbourne, Australia. It is scheduled to premiere at an unspecified date in 2021. Lastly, we have Jupiter's Legacy. Jupiter's Legacy is a superhero series based on the comic series by Mark Miller and Frank Quietly. It stars Josh Duhamel, Ben Daniels, Leslie Bibb, Alina Kampouris, Andrew Horton, Mike Wade, and Matt Lanter. The show is about the world's first superheroes who received their powers in the 1930s. In the present day, They're the revered elder guard, but their superpowered children struggle to live up to the legendary feats of their parents. These days, superhero movies and shows are hotter than ever, so there can be no doubt this one will get some attention from that audience when it premieres sometime in 2021. That wraps up our list of the new Netflix shows to watch out for. We'll see you next time.